Ahoy, this is Zdenka. Evoto AI photo editor has been upgraded again with new features that I'm very curious to check out and test in this video. For those who don't know what Evoto AI is, it is a software geared towards professionals. So if you shoot portraits, weddings, events, fashion, glamour, you might want to check this out. I've done weddings, stock, and glamour photography for 20 years, and I wish I had this tool earlier. I would have saved a lot of time. This video is brought to you by Evoto. Let's import some photos to this software. I have already created a new folder called July 24. So let's click on that and import all images I have prepared for this tutorial. There are 3 photos of Jim that I would like to work on first, as I want to test the new feature Black and White mode. You can find it under the Color Adjustment panel in the Profile section. Let's click on the standard and change it to Black and White. Now, when you scroll down, you have a new section called Black and White, where you can tweak the look even further. Let's just play with the individual colors. I'm starting with reds, then oranges, and yellow. That one is affecting the background quite a bit. Green doesn't do anything here. Aqua is next. Blue is affecting the shoulder here. Purple is also affecting the shoulder. And the last one is magenta. Below black and white controls, we have color grading. Here is where you can add a color cast to create monochrome style. Let's play with shadows first. I generally like the cooler tones more, so I'm going to add more blue. Next, let's change midtones, and I'm going to warm it up a tiny bit. And lastly, let's see if changing highlights will do anything in this photo. Below these controls is a blending slider that will blend the effect. You can choose the strength of it. Balance slider will polish the photo even more. Well, now that I am done, I can just select the other 2 images I have from the same set and hit the sync button to paste all these edits on them as well. I would like to answer a question I see quite a lot below the Evoto AI tutorials I've created in the past in the comment section, and that is, can you retouch the people individually or can you retouch multiple people at the same time? Yes, there are plenty options there. I have a photo here of 2 fitness models. Let's go to the Portrait Retouching panel. Here the software automatically detected that these are females. That is why the female tag is highlighted. If you have more people in the shot with males, children, and elderly, it will be highlighted here as well. And then you can select who you want to work on. You also have the option to hit Retouch All People, or if you go back, you can select individuals. Now I can work on this left model or the right one. There are many controls and many possibilities when it comes to body and face retouching. Let's take a look at another photo I have here. I have tested the very same photo in the previous version of Evoto AI when it comes to glass glare removal. Glass glare is a big problem, especially if you have a series of photos. If you keep your studio light high, like I do right now, you're not gonna deal with that problem. But there are situations where you take photos, for example, in the natural light, and you will simply end up with that. So let me test that again, because there has been some improvements. It should be more precise now. Before I do anything, let's just fix the look of the whole image so we don't have to look at the red tone that much. I'm going to go to AI Color Looks and hit the neutral look. It's going to analyze the whole image to match the look. It's not just a filter. I can select the strength of the effect. Okay, now it looks way better. Let's go now to the Retouching panel and find a glass glare tool. Let's zoom in onto the image by pressing Ctrl plus shortcut on the keyboard. Let's drag the glass glare tool all the way to 100%. There. Here's the photo now and before. Now and before. In the previous version, the right eye was not fixed correctly, but now it is way better, and this tool is certainly working well. Let's stay with the same photo for a bit. Gentle Smile has been added to Evoto AI in the past. You could have made the person to smile a little bit in the photo. There is a new tool added called Smile Generation. There are 5 levels. Let's start with level 1. Let's continue to level 2, level 3, level 4, and level 5. That gives you a full smile. What do you think about this? Let me know in the comments below. This is a photo from before, and this is photo now. I'm actually pretty stunned. I know this model very well, and yes, she looks like that when she smiles. This is pretty accurate. The last new lip control has been added, and that one is big as well. It is the ability to remove lip wrinkles and flakes. Sometimes you end up with very dry, cracked lips, and it might not look very good in the photos, and some clients might actually request to fix that up. So let's test it. It took me a while to find in my archive some photos with dry lips. I found 2. Here they are. The first one is not so bad, but the second photo has quite dry lips. That could be fixed. That photo was just taken with a smartphone. It's not a professional photo, but I chose it because I wanted to test that feature. Lip wrinkles and flakes are located in the Portrait Retouching panel. Let's enable this 100% and see the end result. This looks really nice. If you don't want to keep it at 100%, you can always tone it down so you get more natural look. Let's test the second photo and enable this tool all the way at 100%. Wow, it really cleaned it up. I think it's a little bit too much though, so I am going to tone it down a bit to make it look a bit more natural. So here is before and after. This is a very fast way of retouching photos these days. Let's stay with the lips for a bit. I am going to pull up another photo of lips just to show you how many controls are there when it comes to lips. A new feature is mouth tilt adjustment that you can find in the facial reshape section. This photo is pretty good. I don't see an issue here, but if you have a photo where the mouth is a bit crooked, you can even it out by dragging left or right. The rest of the controls are position. You can bring the lips a bit higher or lower. Width makes the lips wider or narrower. What I like is that everything is super simple. You just drag the slider, that's it. You can make the lips bigger or smaller in general. And you can control the size of the upper lip and lower the lip individually. Let's leave lips retouching and move up a bit to hair. White hair blackening has been added, and again, you will find it all in the Portrait Retouching panel under hair. You can use it on a model that has black hair and perhaps there are some grays sticking out, or you might use it on a model that has, gray roots already outgrown, so you want to polish it together. I'm going to use the same photo of Jimmy here just to test it, as he has fully gray hair. I'm going to pull the strength of the white hair blackening all the way to 100% just to see what happens. Okay, it really darkened the hair in a big way. If I zoom out, It's not going to work as much because he would have to be shaved. Then he would look very different. I only chose this photo to test that feature on. Let's zoom in again and check the details of the effect. I'm going to go all around and I can see that it's very detailed. Nothing is smudged. It's very sharp. I'm going to remove the effect completely and try something different. What if I wanted to tone down the gray hair just a little? Give it a tiny tone, take away the very white look. I can certainly do that if I bring the gray effect only slightly. I like it, so let's save this effect as a new preset to my presets collection that is here on the left. I'm going to first create a new group and call it hair. And now I'm going to save the preset called gray hair in this new group I just created. I'm going to hit save. Now, when I select another photo from this series, I can go left to presets. Next, go to my presets. Here's a new folder called hair. I'm going to open it and click on gray hair. Now it's done, and this photo has this effect applied as well. All right, I went through all the new features, but now I would like to show you how quickly you can edit a full photo. I'm going to choose photos that I would typically upload to MicroStock. In fact, I do have these photos in my portfolio on multiple stock sites. Very commercial looking shot, just two women on white isolated background. First, I'm going to go to the color adjustment panel to the basics section. Here, I'm going to bring the contrast a bit up. I'm going to bring brightness a little bit down. Last thing I'm going to change is vibrance. I will bring that up a tiny bit. Now that I am done with the color adjustment panel, I am going to go to portrait retouching. Let's zoom in on the faces a bit more. Female is automatically selected. In the blemish removal, I'm going to drag freckles and acne all the way to 100%. Body blemish, I will also drag all the way to the right. Reduce face shine, I will enable just slightly. Eye wrinkle, I will enable, and I will also remove eye bags. So this is what I have so far. Let's scroll further down to teeth touch-up. Here I drag teeth whitening all the way to the right. Teeth desaturation, I will enable all the way. Let's go to the eyes section. Here I'm going to bring the brightness a bit up, almost halfway. I'm also going to remove red veins. Hair section needs a lot of work. There is lots of hair sticking out everywhere. We want to clean it up a bit. I'm going to use Remove Straight Hair tool. And just like that, all of it is gone. It looks smooth. Now that I am done with portrait retouching, we need white isolated background. So let's go to the background panel and hit white background. Now, when I zoom out to fit the image to the screen, we can see that the background is very white. I'm still going to return to portrait retouching because I don't like how the right model's arm is much darker. I would like it to be a bit lighter. I'm going to hit individual and select only the right model. The tool I will use is Unify Body Complexion. I'm still going to tone it down a bit though. So here is before and here is after. I'm going to sync all those changes to the other two images I have here from the set. Here is before and after in the other image. All I have to do now is hit export. For those who haven't heard about this software, you can import your Lightroom catalogs here as well. How does the pricing work? Well, there is no subscription. The software has free access to all features that are being periodically updated. So you can download it, you can import the photos, experiment with all the tools, retouch as many photos as you like, and see for yourself if this software is for you. What they offer is a credit system. You only pay for exports. 1 credit means 1 photo. Each credit costs between 0.4 to 0.7 cents, depending on the package you selected. So for example, if I'm going to deliver 20 fully edited photos to the client, I'm going to pay $1.40 if I'm gonna go with the lowest package. If you want to test this software, the link is below the video in the video description. There is also a special bonus there. Give it a thumbs up if you found this video informative, and don't forget to subscribe for more. I will place a playlist with my other Evoto AI tutorials below and here as well. So don't forget to check out one of these next. See you there. Ciao, ahoj.